What's up, everybody? This is WiseGuyBets coming to you with some DFS picks for Friday, May 14, 2021, for the DraftKings main slate. 13 games on the slate. Let's get right into it and look at the pitcher position. Pitcher I'm looking at for tonight is Joe Musgrove for San Diego against St. Louis. They are in home. The over-under is 6.5 in this. Vegas don't expect many runs to be scored. His average over the last 3 games are 15. He had a 0, 12, and 0. He's actually starting tonight. Those games he had zeros in, he probably didn't start. His last 5 is against St. Louis is 33, 16, 0, 13, and 1. So Mr. Musgrove is someone I'm looking to get in the lineups tonight. Let's look at the catcher position. Looking at Carson Kelly for Arizona against Washington. His projection is 7.5 for the night. He's batting .338 on the season. His average for the season is 9. In his last 3 games, 9, 16, and 7. He's 1-5 against his pitcher with 1 home run. So hopefully Mr. Kelly can hit another one tonight and get on base a few times and meet that projection of 7.5. Let's look at the first base position. First base, we're choosing Mitch Moreland. His projection for the night is 7.5, which I think is on the low side. His average for the year is 6. His last 3 games are 3, 5, and 10. Mr. Moreland is 7 for 14 against the Minnesota pitcher with 5 home runs and 2 doubles. Mr. Moreland should be able to do some damage tonight, and his salary is right, $3,300. I expect a hit, an extra base hit from Mr. Moreland tonight. So that's someone you want to look at getting into your lineups at first base. Let's look at the second base position. Second base, we're selecting Gene Segura for Philadelphia against Toronto. His projection for the night is 7.4. His average on the season is .333. His fantasy point average is 7 points per game. He's had a 0, 3, and 0 in his last 3 games. I like players coming off zeros. Against the Toronto pitcher, he's batting .529, 9 for 17, 3 singles, 3 doubles, 1 triple, 2 home runs. I'm willing to bet any prop bet that Mr. Segura gets a hit tonight and probably an extra base hit. So Mr. Segura is someone I want to get in my lineup. I like the over-under of 10.5. He's probably going to get more than that 3.8 at that average. If things go correctly, he's batting 6. So Mr. Segura is someone I want to get in my lineup tonight at second base. Let's look at the third base. Third base. We're going to look at Matt Chapman for Oakland going against Minnesota. He's projected 8.4 for the night. Has 5 home runs on the season. His last 3 games, 9, 5, and 0. Again, I like players coming off zeros. He's 4 for 7 against Shoemaker. He's batting .571 against him. 3 singles, 1 double. Over-under is 9. They are on the road. That's something you need to look at. His last 5 against Minnesota, 7, 4, 8, 2, and 0. But coming off the 0, I like players coming off zeros. They usually produce. I expect them to get on base and give you a run. And salary's a little high, $5,200. I expect them to produce, though, tonight. Let's look at the shortstop position. For the shortstop position, we're going to look at Trevor Story. Trevor Story's got a 9.2 projection for the night. He's batting .278 on the season. He had 17 fantasy points in his last game. His salary is $6,000 on DraftKings. He's 2 for 7 against this pitcher. Against the Cincinnati pitcher, 1 single, 1 home run. He's in home. I like him because he had a great night last night, and I expect the same tonight. So Trevor Story is someone we want to look at getting into our lineups. Let's look at the outfield position. Our selection from the outfield tonight is Teoscar Hernandez, Toronto versus Philly. His projection for the night is 8.3. He's batting .304 in the season. His average fantasy points in over 20 games is 9, which is good. His last 3 games are 11, 32, and 14, so he's been playing well. He's batting 4th. We have a 10.5 over and under. He should get 4 or 5 at-bats tonight if everything goes correctly. Again, he's 3 for 10 against this pitcher, 2 singles, 1 home run, 3,800. The price was right. Very good price, very good value price. And Mr. Hernandez is someone I would look to get into my lineups tonight at outfield. So those are my selections for all the positions. We use draft dashboard to quickly get analysis on players, so you can go and do more in-depth analysis. But this is a great tool to get you started. I love the feature where it shows you how many how a certain player does against the pitcher. That tells a lot. Usually if a batter has a pitcher's number, he's always going to have that pitcher's number. So I like that. I like the last 3 games. It shows you the fantasy points there. You're getting good analysis of how they're doing. And I love the at-bats. Kind of correlate the at-bats with the over and under and get a pretty good idea how many times this player is going to come up to bat during the game. So again, until the next video, peace.